Edgar here. I'm going to do a review on another one of those sort of oddball handguns that I love to dig out. I think most of you know I'm not really a Glock guy. I'm a get the esoteric oddball things that are out there and see how much fun they are to play with. Now this particular, pair of oddball handguns I have are Tokarevs, but they're a Tokarev variant. These are the Yugo M57s. They both shoot the same round, the Tokarev 7.62 by 25. So when you go out to the range and fire it, particularly if it's around dusk, you get to see an enormous flame that fires out of these things. Plus you better have a pretty good backing because that's a very high velocity round and it will punch through lighter materials pretty easily. Now my other Tokarev, the T33 that I've got, it's a Polish Tokarev, and I guess you would consider it's really the true Tokarev. It fires same ammunition, looks very much the same, the structure is similar, but it has that add-on god-awful safety that was forced on when they got imported. Now let me show you on this. Yes, it is empty. Pop out the magazine, empty magazine. Okay, let's pull her back. She's still kind of sticky with some cosmoline. I've got these recently. A big batch of them apparently have come out. I don't know where they discover them, but sometimes these batches hit, and they're in almost new condition. You can find maybe a couple of little marks on these things, but they really look like they're new. When I broke them down, first took them down, I couldn't see any wear on the slides at all. They are jammed with cosmoline, so before I can actually fire these, I'm going to have to do a really thorough cleaning to get all of the stuff out. I don't know if you noticed that, but when I let the slide go back, it's actually a little on the slow side, and that's because of the cosmoline. Now, major difference, well, there's a couple between this and my other Tokarev. It's a longer grip. It actually holds one more round, and I've got to tell you, that extra round and that slight extension of grip makes a huge difference in how it feels even in my little hands. I don't have a large hand, but the other Tokarev, it has a grip that's kind of short and it feels stubby to me. This one, I'm guessing it's strictly the extension and the length of the grip that makes it feel so good, but this feels really good. It feels great in my hand. It almost feels like there's a little bit more of a tilt to it. Now I suspect that it's not tilted anymore. It's probably exactly the same design as far as the angle, but the length of it just makes it feel like it is, giving you a better sense of a grip. Now the other thing is, it's got an actual honest-to-God safety. When you look at the other Tokarevs that are around, they have this awful thing that is forced into it, and it does work as a safety, although it's very klutzy and ugly. These actually are a nice, smooth safety. It was built in. It's a original gear on it, and I just think that makes for a much nicer looking handgun. As far as value, these probably are going to be considered a little less valuable than, say, the Polish Tokarev, just from people's collecting standpoint. But what is amazing to me is what a great handgun it is if you can find one. The trigger is significantly smoother than my Polish Tokarev. And that's true on both of these handguns that I got. So for a shooter, just the standpoint of a shooter, and also if you can find the Tokarev ammunition at a reasonable price anymore, I don't think you're going to be able to go wrong with these. There are quite a few more that are still out there. Like I say, they must have imported some 100,000 of these things, and they're selling at a pretty reasonable price. If you have to go into a shop, you'll probably be able to pick one up for somewhere in the $240, $250 range. You go to some of the places that are online that sell them, you'll see them going for around $200, maybe a hair over that, but of course you have to pay the shipping and an FFL fee after that. So you're probably talking $240, $250, somewhere around there. But I have to say, I think it's well worth it. I really like these handguns. Anyway, if you've got any comments or questions, just let me know. Thanks for watching.